So hello everyone and welcome back to Legend of Grimrock II, where last time around we defeated the Earth Elementals, for example, and got the Tome of Knowledge that I haven't exactly decided who will be getting it yet. The keepers of the Sunken Library record the knowledge of all their visitors in these journals. It may be the mage. There's plenty of stuff that I would like to get them. But I'm not sure yet. And then I was also reminded about that I did actually even have the note, a treasure chest long lost guarded by the 4 fallen spirits in the book. And this is a very good question. What does this exactly refer to? I was looking at the map. So, this is what we see. And there's the right eye, for example. It's a very good question if the right eye would indeed refer to something in the swamp, or if it refers to something all the way in somewhere completely elsewhere. Like the crit does as such continue right there. It's not this, because this is one in the wrong spot. It could be all the way maybe into here, and then there's just a left eye somewhere. I don't think that I will try to be digging all of those up at least yet. But the spirits of the book, I definitely can see that there's a gate there. So it definitely seems like there's a way to get there somehow. And we have the portal right here, so most likely we can somehow get into here, which we did see under there in the water. I just did not see exactly how to open it. Otherwise, I have no exact idea what 4 spirits of the book would be referring to, though. Like, I was thinking that, okay, could it somehow refer to lower areas, but it doesn't really make sense. I'm not sure at all what the guardian spirit could be in the book. It's none of the enemies, that's for sure. And I don't know what else it would exactly be referring to unless we would be thinking about these statues. Or it is the same type of an area like the Earth Elementals area was in the in here. And if it's the same type of an area, it could be very well be this water area here. Maybe. I don't at least see anything else that could be the case. So we could at the start go possibly and try to be exploring a little bit again here in the book, at least see if there's something that I can see close enough to this. But as such, it's very logical that this will be possible to be opened. It looks like a door, so clearly it is something we can go at some point if we find the way to get there. Besides, there's the portal right here, which makes also a lot more sense than that the portal is close to this area. I do hate the enemies from there, though. I do not like the enemies. But I guess that is the unfortunate bad thing then, that I do not like the enemies, but yeah. Let's see if there's any enemies around here right away. As said, I still do feel that it has to be somewhere in here, a way to get there. I was also thinking about these tree locks a little bit, or if we think about these pillars here, this is the most spiritual kind of direction here in a sense. I'm just not exactly sure what would be the 4 spirits. And the serpents can be awakened. That, by the way, I also thought indeed that this could be the way to enter the Temple of Umas, possibly. The serpents can be awakened is a very interesting one, though. Of course, it may be that the left eye has been broken off, considering there's a lot of these broken off statue heads around the place too. So yeah, it's a very good question what the spirits would exactly be referring to. It is a nice thing though that we have this portal here. It is definitely a nice thing. Well, let's just try to have a look. Like, clearly there is an entrance. But in what way would we be able to open that entrance is a completely different question. Yeah. I'm losing my energy. At least our mage is able to actually stay alive there now a lot longer. So that's a nice thing. It's not unfortunately open, at least in the same configuration as these are. But would it be open if we had them in the opposite way? That's also a possibility. I don't see a buttons here though. Like trying to see through the rock. If there would be buttons, but I do not see any buttons. But there could be very well some other secret with these switches as well, considering this was just the one secret. At least it closes when we do this. But again, it would be then a question how to, or what sort of a way would we need this if we would want that one to be open, if it opens with this. It's definitely closed at the moment. Definitely is a closed one. It's like Reflexus, yes, but then I have no idea what kind of a way we could be pulling these switches that would somehow change that. Maybe I should look through these walls as well, just as a security. There could be something in one of these walls, mayhap. You're of no help to me. Not now, anyways. Not now. Anyhow. Well. I guess I could go and at least have a look into here again. Like, if that somehow would have changed something. But no, don't see that there is any sort of a change. Don't see that there would be any sort of a change. And while we had this button pushed, I'm very certain that that was also nonetheless closed still. Like, if we had this opened up, I'm sure that it was still closed. Yes. It's extremely closed. I don't like to be keeping that door open unless I have to. Though. Guess I'll look through here again as well. To be on the sure side. But at least I'm not able to see anything specific, or what would for me refer for such a thing. Of course, like, I don't know, maybe there's some more pressure plates in the water or something too. It seems like we've pretty much explored all of the water here too, so there's not really anything left to be seen. I would assume that it doesn't refer to there. There was the pressure plate there. We left the rock there though. If we would take the rock away from there, would this be then open? I guess it's worth a shot. It would mean that I should be getting into the other side though. Maybe I can destroy the vines on the way, even though I sort of hate to do it, but on the other hand, I guess I could visit here too quickly, while there actually are no enemies. Yes, who are allowed to come in and all that. Always these tree trunks are also suspicious to me though. That's for sure. All of those tree trunks are very much suspicious to me. Well, at least I'm making sure if I can spot something else in here somewhere. Here, of course, we know that there was the power gem, which is totally fine. Try to be ready for any inconvenient, annoying mosquitoes. Actually, I should have this then on if I want to be prepared for such an event. Just trying to make sure this place is at least a place where there's always freaking mosquitoes. Thus I hate it. I do hate it. Let's at least make sure to take this off. Considering also the fact that like this at least seems to be the same portal all the time. It doesn't seem to be changing, right? Yeah, that definitely isn't changing anywhere. So it could be that this gate closes when the other one opens. I did say it at some point too that maybe they are somehow connected, and that could still be definitely the case. Well, let's go and check it out at the very least. Definitely. I'm surprised there's no mosquitoes at the moment. Let's see it like now then. No, closed. Whoop. And closed. Well, might as well check the levers again then, I guess. But yeah, otherwise I think I have to leave it for now, because I have no idea how I should be continuing exactly with trying to figure out at least how to get there, or what else could be the solution for that. I'll just check all the time the gate in these sort of moments, just to check if I could see there any special stuff happening. But that is the answer for that door. But that door is very much remaining closed. Is there, like, I don't know if there's any area where I could think they would have something like 4 spirits specifically. That is of course like suspicious looking, but like, what are these sort of little dots sometimes? Like, here too. Are these the pillars? Maybe they are just pillars, but there's no pillars here. Okay, so what are those things exactly? Does it just show... Like, it does show here the pillars. And there the pillars, I guess. It's kind of weird how these dots are here though. They kind of make me wonder, like, is there something else here that I'm just missing? And of course there are dots here too, but like these dots are the weird ones that are like this. 4 spirits of the book. Unless I should also take the thing away from there. It just feels very strange that I would need to have all of those things off and then it randomly would go and open. It would feel very strange. Oh, but of course I have no other ideas at the moment, so I could as well give it a go, I guess. Doesn't exactly make sense why it would be some other way of opening that though, than at least the opposite of this, or how this would be open or something. But it clearly isn't affected by these. Clearly isn't, no matter how much I might love it to be. But yeah, this doesn't tell me exactly. A treasure chest long lost, guarded by the 4 fallen spirits in the book. Fallen spirits. They have fallen, so they're not alive anymore. But does it mean that they have to be something that we can fight, or are they just like landmarks here? Would it mean the different spots where the statues are fallen? Maybe. Is there only 4 of those? I doubt it, to be honest. I doubt that there's only 4 of these heads here that would have fallen. But of course, I guess we can give it a go. Found nothing. I'm not too surprised. Or can I somehow use the pickaxe? No, it doesn't seem to be that type of an item. I did notice also this, that can climb down here. So yeah, I think the rope is a nice thing to have. Certainly, so that we can actually use it to climb down in certain places, rather than just dropping down. So there was a head there. There's this head here that is not fallen. I'm surprised that there's still no enemies, personally, but then we would have to go to the other side anyways. And I can't even see well enough to even hope to find something that I could do there. I need to go here, and from here then we can get up. Let's do the light. Maybe I somehow could see something a little bit more. Actually, I should have at least then gone closer here while I can. So maybe we could have some luck of trying to notice something here that I haven't noticed before. Definitely don't see anything though. That's a kind of weird looking way, but definitely don't notice anything in that. So yeah. And this is definitely strange, but like, what am I supposed to do with this exactly? I can damage these bushes again here for a little bit. Yeah, that's what I need to do for sure. Can't dig here. Can't dig this away from this spot. So, any more stone heads around? And first of all, it would be indeed the question, what would I need to be doing with those fallen stone heads? Like, here's one. But, I'm not surprised that there was nothing to be found here. I'm gonna take that away from it completely. Open it up, so to speak. That would be a second head, at least, that we've already found here. That is all fallen over. Seems like we don't have light. Even though we have light, but I guess it's just coming so dark. What about then if I indeed remove this from here? That of course closes like it should be. But I hardly doubt that that's going to affect anything else than just the fact that that way is closed now. Just like being sure that we don't see a mosquito or something. Yeah, I see it's still closed. I still see it very much closed off and blocked from our ways being able to try to advance anywhere. So I would have seen 2 heads like that. Not more, of course, but here's one as well. Well, I guess I might just as well try while we're at it. Doesn't do anything. And I'm sure this doesn't do anything. Yeah. And then, like, there's already one here. And here. So there's way too many of these heads fallen over here. Unless guarded by 4 fallen. There's 4 right here, though, isn't there? Is this one? 1, 2, 3, 4. This spot is actually completely surrounded by these heads. Would it be here? There was one here. Why is there the red there? Ah! Okay. That wasn't a fun surprise. Okay, I was wondering why there was a red, but I guess that explains that. actually do this one. Doesn't seem like it's that dangerous otherwise, but still. Does take a beating though. Hello. I guess there's mimics in this game. Okay. Well, I assume this had to be that one. I assume this had to be the guardians, the spirits guardians of the book. This is another one of these, which is pretty sweet. And then we got Typeral Buckler and one more fruit. So it wasn't really that great of a reward as such, I wouldn't say, but nonetheless, pretty sweet. Judging from the numerous cuts and notches, this otherwise similar looking simple shield has definitely been used in many battles. I think this is a pretty nice one. It even gives a little bit of energy, though this does give more evasion. Still, I think that should be probably the better one. Not sure though. But at least... God damn it. Everyone is carrying too much. Can someone eat? I'm sure you guys can eat. Eat this. Eat. I'm pretty sure no one is carrying snail tongues at the moment anyways. You are especially a little bit more hungry, so eat it. But I guess that's what was meant. I was thinking about these as well, but I was thinking that there's way too many of these, but yeah, and the chest wasn't nice at all. I guess those can be always found. At least it still gave us loot. But I guess those can be always found somewhere, right? Then it's not just like a one random case, so I don't think that I'm gonna be that happy with the chest anymore from now on. That was a horrible looking thing, I would say. Hey, at least we're here. We're back home. And you came to level up, which is nice, of course. If only I would have any idea what I want to be picking to you. I think I will either go to critical now or dodge more. Light weapons would be nice too, of course. At the 5th skill level, you can dual wield any light weapon. When dual wielding, you suffer 40% penalty weapon damage. I don't mind using the dagger though. Then increases evasion by 3 for each skill point. At 3rd skill level, the cooldown period for all your actions is decreased by 10%. She's pretty quick already though, so I'm not sure if that is as necessary. She has a good accuracy, no need for more armor, for sure. Critical improves your chance of scoring a critical hit with melee, range throwing or firearms attacks by 3% for each skill point. At 3rd level, you can backstab an enemy with the dagger and deal triple damage. I probably will not be getting those backstabs often, but anyways, 3% of the critical chance is still nice. And backstab possibilities with any weapon in the future. And of course, if we would freeze an opponent, I'm not sure actually if this can freeze in this game, but if we could freeze, then at least we could get the backstab opportunities, and some enemies could be maybe backstab, but not very many. But still, besides, you were a rogue, so you're already getting plus 1% chance per level to score a critical hit with missile or throwing weapons. As such, this is a perfect one for a human to be in a sense, because they are anyways getting those level ups quickest. So I think that was a perfect choice as such. Let's go a little bit to critical more. What's our chance? 11% chance of getting the critical hit, so that's not too bad. That's definitely not too bad. You got the 5% chance, you of course got nothing, you got the 5% chance. So yeah. But yeah, I assume that was the thing that I was trying to find. At least I highly assume so. Do tell if it wasn't actually what I was supposed to be trying to find, or what I was trying to figure out where it would have been. Ugh. And yeah, the chest. Wasn't pleasant at all either. Wasn't pleasant at all either, for sure. Surprising then that I hadn't met any of those before. But I think there was also the one treasure chest here that I hadn't yet opened. Here. But I think it... No, there I meant. But I don't think I want to go and open it right now. Just because I think that it would be kind of nicer to just try to go and explore there and see if we find treasure chest there and rather use one there. So, yeah. Oh, god damn it. Well, hey, at least I found the thing that I wanted to find. I'm kind of interested of going and also testing if we can actually get to the Temple of Umas, rather than just getting into the cemetery. Considering I think I might have an answer for getting into Temple of Umas, though, to be honest, I don't think it's probably the best idea of me to go in and try to get into the Temple of Umas. Just saying. I don't think it's necessarily the best idea. I think it's probably gonna be quite dangerous location for me to go. Cemetery, probably dangerous, but probably easier than Temple of Umas. Probably. Also, it said that the serpents will come alive, which made me a little bit more suspicious of these now too. What if I did the speed attack? Probably doesn't work here, but... yeah, not exactly. But I had to test it out then. I had to test it out. What was said about this place? We had the letter still. Map of the islands. If you glance north, you should see the Great Pyramid of the Umas above the treetops, and in the west, yes. And unfortunately, the gate to the Great Pyramid was locked a long time ago with a strange kind of key. I'm afraid the key might be unrecoverable by now. And the key could be anything, considering we can put it into here. It doesn't have to look like a key, after all, at all. Let's just be prepared for anything if I try to put it here now. After quick save, that is. Oh, well, didn't work. Fine. Well, it was worth a shot. It did work. I just needed to use the spit. I was originally thinking that this would be the answer of putting it here, but no. No, that wasn't the answer. That was not the answer. That was. Well, sweet. However, I'm not sure if I want to really go to Temple of Umas. I think that's going to be a very dangerous location. But hey, at least we would have completely knowledge how to open it. We did just test that speed ability before, and it did look interesting after all too. Would I then be wanting to go there? Or I guess I could also test out the theory that I hadn't actually tried that many things with the trying to open the waking up the guardian, so to speak, as it was. Yes, I'll go and try to do that as well. We're just opening a lot of places up, possibly. If we also get the guardian awoken. And finding a lot of little puzzles and treasures and such. So I am the guardian of the bridge, wake me up. I originally thought that something like this would wake it up. It does. So, yeah, this did work. Like, I was hoping to get the lightning bolt and try it out, because of the fact that you remember back in the day in the first game there was a gargoyle that had to be shot with fireball. That's why I was thinking that I would need something like this, but I don't know if I actually needed it. But that at least did work. Well, then we also would have a way forward here. So there's basically a lot of different places we could be going into if we so wish. There's also some sort of a... So that would be the dungeon, there's a rune or some sus. I could assume that the one hub location is from there, and the other one was indeed from the cemetery, so maybe there's a village there somewhere. Maybe. Just eat that for now. I heard something, but maybe I heard wrong. I think this probably is the way to get into the middle then. Considering there's the portal and here's the portal. I just have no knowledge how would I open this portal or this gate. I don't see any way to open it. Unless it's somehow opened from a different location than from here. But that would be a strange idea. God damn it. Okay, I just wanna check out what exactly was said about these locations when we haven't been in these places yet. North, you should see the Great Pyramid of Umas above the treetops, and in west you can find the ruins of Desarune, a huge dungeon I've repurposed just for you. Beyond Desarune there are even older places, but you don't need to concern yourself with them because of the challenges ahead will be a way over your head. Vinyl, in the east you can find the burial grounds where some very interesting characters are buried. It's up to you to decide which one of the locations will be your grave. So very pleasant. Well, at least that seems to be staying up now, and I do know that I can open it whenever I want with the, well, at least the lightning bolt if nothing else.